Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jackie. I hope you hit that subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Today is going to be a get ready with me of all the makeup that I got for Christmas. So I'm so excited to try out these new products. I was wanting them for a long time. I got it for Christmas and now I'm trying it out with you today. I have a big bag beside me of all the goodies that I got, so I can't wait to try them out for the first time on camera with you. So this is the final makeup look. So after this, you'll see me without makeup from beginning to end, but I always do my intro this way where I already show you the product. I don't know if I should start off with my videos of not having makeup or with makeup. I don't know. It's always how I film my get ready with me's, where I'm already done up in the beginning and then we go through the process and then at the end I do my outro. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this or just start off fresh faced. I don't mind being on camera without makeup. If you watched my Vlogmas series, you know when I vlog I don't wear makeup all that often. But let me know what's your thoughts about this kind of format for get ready with me's. A lot of the makeup is new and then a lot are just some of my favorites and makeup products I use quite a bit. So I'm going to stop this intro and stop babbling. Hope you enjoy it. So let us now see how I did this fancy makeup look, shall we? So here I am, bare-faced, no makeup. I just did my skincare and I prepped my lips. So let's get started. In here is all the makeup that I got for Christmas. So we're going to test that out. Also, the bag was a Christmas present. That's where I put everything. So there's so many goodies in here. It's not entirely a full face. Let's just get ready with me with all the makeup that I got for Christmas and test out some new products I haven't tried. I just opened up a new Wet n Wild brow pencil, so I'm going to be using that. I'm just going to brush out my eyebrows here. I did just pluck them a little bit so there isn't any sparse hairs. I might have went a little over happy in this area, but yeah, that is what my brows are looking like now. I'm just going to fill in my brows with feather-like strokes through these sparse areas and where I over plucked it. Good thing I can touch it up with an eyebrow pencil or else I would be in trouble. Now that they're all filled in, I'm going to take the spoolie again and just brush them out so there isn't any harsh lines anywhere. Finish the brows off. I'm going to take the Essence Make Me Brow in medium brown, I believe is the shade, brownie brow, and I'm just going to use this little spoolie and brush it out. I usually go with a clear brow gel, but for now I'm going to try this one on makeup days where I just want to use this instead of filling in my brow. Just brushing it up a little and combing it down and making them stay in place. And ta-da! I hope they aren't too dark. This is why I go with a clear brow gel, because just in case I mess up. But I think it looks pretty good. So far I like this product, and it has filling fibers in it, so I probably could have just used it alone, which I will try next time. I'm gonna change up my routine again and start off with the eyes because I learned my lesson with the glitter eye look I did during Vlogmas. So we're going to focus on the eyes first and then we'll do my base makeup. So I got 3 different eyeshadow palettes for Christmas. This one in the set that I got. This one was a stocking stuffer and this was like a main present. So this is the ColourPop Nude Mood palette. This was just a Sweet and Shimmer neutral eyeshadow palette. And then this one is the e.l.f. Bite Size palette in Rose Water. So I think I'm going to take this one because those two are brown neutral palettes and this one is like a pretty color scheme, and I thought we could play around with the purples in this. Here we have my makeup brushes, so let's try out and see what we can do for an eye look. Still don't have a eyeshadow primer, so I'm just gonna take some concealer, put this on my eyes and blend it in. I'm just gonna tap that in with my ring finger and blend it out, and put it all the way up to the lower end of my brows. So if I want to add some color there, I can as well. Now I'm just going to take this matte color right here and apply it to all over my lid as a transition color. And I'm using this fluffy crease brush to blend that in. I'm just taking the color and doing windshield wiper motions back and forth, back and forth. Now I'm going to take this metallic purpley shade and apply it to my outer V with a bigger fluffy brush, and just focus it on the outside in a V-line motion. Just want to pack that color on. Then we move on to the other eye and repeat the same thing that I did on that side. Now that is all blended out, I am going to be taking this lightest sparkly shade and I'm going to apply it into the center of my lid and then towards the inner corner. Just going to take a flat shader brush like this, dip it into the color and apply it where I just said I was. Going to tap it in and get that color onto the lid. I did not wet my brush with setting spray or anything. This is just what I used from the actual color. So yeah, pretty pigmented and very cute. Now we're gonna use the lash shadow, the darkest one in the palette, and I'm just going to put a teeny tiny wing with it. Dip my brush in and lightly draw a wing on. Want to smoke out the line a little bit so it looks a little more dramatic. I want it underneath my lashes too, to give it that more dramatic effect for my lashes to look bigger. Now that I'm happy with that, we're going to finish off the lower part of my eyes later. We are going to do the base now. There was a little bit of fallout with these sparkly shades, but not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm just going to dust that away before I start with my base. I start off with using the Wet n Wild Primer Serum. I love this stuff still, so just going to apply a few dots on my face and then blend it out with my fingers. That's usually how I apply this. Going to let that dry, and once it becomes tacky, then I'll start off with my foundation. Now that that's all dry, I'm taking the foundation of choice, which is the Wet n Wild Dewy version foundation. I'm in the shade Biff Bisque, and I usually just take whatever is on the spatula and run it all over my face, my forehead, both my cheeks, my chin, and down my nose. Then we're gonna take the Real Technique sponge, and I love a fresh one. It's still damp. I'm just going to bounce it into my skin and blend it out evenly. Usually I start on the bottom of my face and go up. I don't know why I do that, but I'm just going to blend it all in now. Now that it's all blended out and I like the coverage, I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Medium Sand. I'm just going to take this underneath my eyes where I need it the most, underneath my nose, and then on my chin, and then a little bit of the problem areas I have on my cheeks. Then I'm taking the same sponge and I'm just going to blend that out. Make sure to dab it in and work it into my skin so all the areas that I need to conceal can be covered. I tend to do my face first and then I do underneath my eyes. I do this even though I'm not wearing eyeshadow. I don't know why I've always done it that way. And I'm just going to blend that upwards. Make sure to look up so I get really in there, and I really need the coverage there sometimes. Now that I'm finished blending out the foundation and the concealer, I'm gonna go in with powder. I'm taking the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Medium and the Real Techniques Powder Sponge. I'm gonna change my mind and I'm going to wet this a little bit because I feel like it needs to be wet. I wet the sponge and this is what it looks like. It isn't as damp as the orange one, but we're going to try it. It took me forever to open this powder, but I do like that it has like a thing on it. Let me show you. It has like a filter so you don't get the powder everywhere. I'm going to dump a little bit in the lid. Then I'm going to take the sponge and then put it underneath my eyes and then down where I want to contour right here, a little on my nose, my forehead, and pretty much my T-zone because that is where I get the oiliest. So we're going to try this out now. I'm not really going to bake. I'm just going to press the powder into my concealer just so I can set it so it doesn't crease. I have very dry under eyes, so hopefully with this being a glow setting powder, it doesn't crease on me or it doesn't leave me all cakey. So we're gonna have to try that out. It looks pretty good, so I'll just have to test it out to see how I enjoy it. But yeah, that was my first time using it. So nothing new with the contour. I'm just using the Wet n Wild contour palette in Dulce de Leche and my Real Technique sculpting brush. So just going to contour my cheekbones and then my forehead and just bring it upwards so I can sculpt out my face. And I don't use much bronzer. I technically just use this stuff, so that is what we're gonna do. So I'm just going to do the fishy face and bring the powder up and then onto my temples, blend both of them out together. So that is what I do for my contouring. I don't contour my nose that much. I just apply a little bit of it and then blend it out. Whatever's left over on the brush, that is what I use on my nose. Then I take the sponge and just blend that out. And that is contouring done. I got two blushes for Christmas, the bite-sized watermelon palette and then the Sweet and Shimmer blush palette. I think I'm gonna go with the bite-sized one because it matches more with my eyes. We're going to use this shade. I don't think I'm gonna blend them. This is more like a highlighty shade. We'll see about it. I'm gonna take a big fluffy blush brush. That's always hard for me to say. I'm going to dip it in the powder and just put it on the apples of my cheeks and then swirl it out and blend upwards. That is how I apply my blush. Very pretty and very pigmented. I love the color of it. Now that the blush is done, I'm going to try this shade that it came with to see if that can be used for the highlight. So I'm taking this highlighting brush and I'm just going to apply it to the tops of my cheekbones, on the tip of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. It isn't as glowy as I thought it would be. It's supposed to probably mix in with the blush. It is in no way a sparkling, blinding highlight, so if you want to use this for every day, I think it's perfect. I think I'm going to use it and build it up more and not use another highlight because I think it is very pretty and subtle. So we're just going to build it up some more. I think I like that. So they work lovely together separately, and then I'll have to try them swirled together another time to see how well they look together. Take a little bit more on the tip of my brow bone, and that is the highlight. Not too blinding, but I do like it, and it is pretty reflective. So yeah, that is what the bite-sized blush looks like in the shade Watermelon. Now we're gonna go back in with the eyes and finish those off. So I'm just gonna be using a fluffy brush and dusting this color right here on the lower part of my lashes. I'm just gonna go onto the middle, not put it all the way underneath. So we're going to do that. Then we're gonna take this sparkly shade and I'm gonna apply it to my inner corner again because that wiped away a little bit when I did my concealer. So I want a little more sparkle there, and I'm gonna bring it down to the lash line a little bit and connect it with that darker purple color. Almost forgot setting spray, so we're going to set my whole entire face now. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Finish Natural setting spray, so I'm going to do a few spritzes all over my face. Going to fan that down and let it dry. Then I'm going to take the Real Technique sponge and just blend everything together with the setting spray. Now that that's all dried down and I blended it in, we are going to finish off with my eyes. I'm just going to put mascara. I did get some eyelashes for Christmas, but I do not have eyelash glue. But for now, we're just going to use mascara. And the one that I'm going to be using is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I love this so much, so I'm just going to do maybe 2 coats on each eye. So I'm just going to apply that. Excuse my mascara face, it's probably terrible, but I'm going to apply the first coat now and just bring it up. I do have pretty long lashes. I just need to add a little bit more volume to them, and I like how this mascara does that for me. So I'm just wetting it up my lashes and applying a few coats. And that is the mascara done. I did 2 coats of that and it looks really pretty. I love how it makes my lashes all big and fluffy and it doesn't clump up or anything. So that is the finished eyes. Last step is the lips. I got quite a few lip glosses for Christmas, so we're going to try those out. This is just like a lip oil, so I guess we can apply this first. It is the Blossom roll-on lip gloss in the shade Strawberry. It kind of reminds me of what I used to use in like middle school, like the roll-on strawberry lip balms or lip glosses. So yeah, it does look like that. So I'm going to apply this on first to coat my lips. Oh, it even smells like middle school. Oh, this is taking me way back to that time, and like wearing this to my school dance for the first time because my mom wouldn't let me wear lipstick. So this was the next best thing. And oh, this is going to be a fun product. I love this so much. It's just a clear gloss, and the smell, oh, you need to buy this right now if you are like my age and wore this a lot. This is amazing and it's so cute. I highly recommend this. It's just a clear lip gloss and it's more for the nostalgia purposes. Pretty good. It's not like really sticky. I have 2 lip glosses that we can try. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. I feel like this one is going to be cute with the eye look, and this is the Sexy Mother Pucker Lip Plumping Gloss. So this is going to make our lips really plump, hopefully, and the shade Plump Up. Since this one is right next to me, I'm just going to use this. It is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment. So I'm just going to line my lips with this first. I don't really overline my lips too much because I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna try my hardest. Okay, that's really pretty. And this is a lip plumping gloss, so this is probably going to hurt. I haven't tried a lip plumping gloss before, so let's see how painful these are. I know a lot of people have tried these and it like burns the lips so it can become bigger, and I think I do need that. I don't have very big lips. Smells pretty good. So I applied it. It's actually not tingling. I don't know if it's going to take a second to do anything, but it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. It is a very pretty lip color and it matches the lip liner perfectly. I did not plan that. It's just the one I have right next to me. I do like it with the eye look, and the colors match so perfectly. It's really pretty. It took a minute, but it's kicking in. It's sort of like it's not stinging. It's like there's mint on my lips. Like I just brushed my teeth and I rubbed toothpaste on it. That's what it feels like. It isn't anything too bad, and I don't even see if it's going to do my lips any justice. I mean, my lips aren't terrible, but they aren't the fullest, so maybe this will help. And I just curled my hair, and that is the finished makeup and hair look of the day. I really like how it turned out. I really love the eye color and the lip color. It stopped stinging. I don't know if there's any difference. I should have did a before and after. There you have it. That was all the makeup that I used. I will link everything that I mentioned down below in the description, as well as my fashion blog, which is fashionxfairytale.com, and you can follow me on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me today and trying out new products. I'm going to be doing some reviews on my blogs and follow-ups, and I might do a monthly favorite series again this year if I like any of the products enough to feature it. So yeah, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!